Hello, my name is Blair and welcome to another OS operating system. Today we're gonna take a look into this requested OS to be first look right here in our channel, which is the Zorin OS. We're gonna take a look into this OS in a bit. But first things first, I'll be having my vacation for several weeks, so I probably miss out some of our videos. So just be patient as I have my own vacation at the same time producing some other contents aside from Linux apps and other computer related and science at the same time. But anyway, we gotta take a look into this Zorin OS. So let's open our Zorin OS. As you can see, I have my system right here. I gave this computer or virtual box around like 80 gigabytes of memory plus 16 megabytes of video memory, and I think I gave 50 gigabytes of hard disk drive. So let's try and see this in full screen. So this is my first time to open this operating system. I have this for quite a while and I downloaded the latest version. So let's take a look. There's no error. By the way, I'm here at our Sanabin school in Khon Kaen, Thailand, in our science room. As you can see, I'm in the laboratory right now. As you can see, I have my background right here, my anatomy. At the same time, we also have some star maps right here, our laboratory apparatus, and so forth. Oh wow, we have awesome sound at the background. As you can see, it is starting. Let's try to try this Zorin OS. Right now I'm recording it in my camera plus the screen plus the webcam so that I could control all the videos as I work this thing out. As you can see, this is our start. Let's try to maximize the screen right here. Let's go to 1080 and click apply. Keep changes. So this is the interface of the Zorin OS. It's a little bit like Windows. Let me see. Lock, taskbar settings. Let us see. Let's go for 32. Ah, that's interesting. How about go back to 48? So anyway, let us see what we can find right here as we have the accessories. Let's click this one. We have clock, files, maps, to do, text editor, and the weather. While in the games, we have Mahjong, and of course, we have solitaires and our old games. We have GIMP, the GNU image manipulator program, the image viewer, plus the LibreOffice Draw and Photo. We have the internet right here. We have Firefox and of course our remote access, which is from one PC to another. We also have the Office right here, the LibreOffice, Contact, Evolution, and the calendar. Sound, cheese, rhythm backs, and video recording. System, we have Gparted. We have boot repair, disk, main menu, power statistics. We also have the settings and update and start up application and tour and the Windows app support. For the utilities, we have the backup, archives, calculator. We also have the characters and the disk analyzer, the disk and the scanner. We have the fonts and the help and so on and so forth. The screenshot, if we need some screenshot, the terminal. Let's try to see what we could find right here in our Zorin. If we have the NeoFetch, no NeoFetch. Let's install NeoFetch first. Yes. Let's try to see. So let's try to see the NeoFetch. What is our Zorin OS? Zorin OS 16.2. Of course, we have the stable 5.15 kernel and has DPKG and Flatpak. Bash, it's 5.0.17 with the resolution. Of course, I just made it 1080. The Genome desktop environment at the same time as their desktop environment. Okay, this is fascinating. So this Zorin OS, let us go to the website of Zorin OS. Let's try to find out what is Zorin OS is all about. So as you can see, we have the start.zorin.com as their first start page right here, and you just click here in the center as your search as Zorin OS Linux. Let's try to see what we could find right here. Let's try English because I'm here in Thailand and it captures my location. So Zorin OS is a Linux distribution based on Ubuntu. It uses the Genome 3 and the Xfce 4 desktop environment as their default. More information. Let's zoom in so that you can see. So Zorin OS is a division of Linux based on Ubuntu. It uses the Genome 3 and X4 desktop environment as their default. Although the desktop is heavily customized in order to help user transition from Windows and Mac OS, Wine and Play on Linux are supported. Runs compatible with Windows software like Microsoft Office, and it created 3 free edition of operating system and a shell as professional as edition. So they have also some professional edition at the same time. I only downloaded this free core Zorin OS edition. I haven't take a look into this Pro, which is the paid, and the Pro Lite, which is the paid Lite version, while the core is free and Lite is also free. Educational is also free without any support. And together with it, we have also the Education Lite. Interesting. So let's check out the zorin.com/OS. So this computer this OS makes your computer more secure, more reliable. The alternative for Windows and Mac OS designed to make your computer faster, more powerful, secure, and privacy respecting. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So a familiar desktop you already know how to use. Zorin OS is designed to be easy, so you don't need to learn anything to get started. Zorin appearance. application lets you change the desktop layout to feel like the environment you are familiar with, whether it is Windows, Mac, or Linux. Revive your old computer. Wow. 15-year-old computer can run into this Zorin OS. Feels like Windows, right? So yeah, I'm fascinated with this one. So this is some interesting facts. Window application support. Zorin OS comes with all the essential application you need out of the box. Discover thousands of powerful applications from built-in software store or center. You can run any window application in Zorin OS. Wow. Games is also supported right here. So Steam, Epic, and a lot more. Let us see their software center. Let's close this one. Let's try to see what can we see in this particular software center. Let's download the category so that we could see a lot of our software right here. So we have the editor's pick right here. We have Slack, Postman, MuseCourse, Hugo, Notepad QQ, Inkscape. Recommended audio and video application like Music Match, and so on and so forth. Oh my giraffe! Games. Sudoku is also here. We have the RetroArts, the GOG.com Galaxy. So let's try to see what is installed right here. Audio and video software. We have Audacious. Let me see. How about the Caden Live? Twitch is also here, but I'm interested with the Caden Live. Yeah, it's here. Caden Live is also here. So cool. OBS is also here. Nice. So how about let's try the Windows Office. Let's just try. Maybe it's here, maybe it's not here, so we'll see. If it is not right here, it's just okay. So by the way, a little talk about our school right here is basically we teach here our ICT plus the Windows, Linux, and I'm also introducing them into Mac OS, Apple computer software at the same time, so that it will be like ready for different types of OS, especially if they're love to create Android. So they need to know Linux because Android is a Linux kernel, and at the same time, if they want to study about the internet and the Internet of Things, so they need to know Linux at the same time. If they wanted to work in a office, so they need to also know about this operating system, Microsoft, which is very popular. And if they wanted to be a graphics designer and they are using Windows, so they're also been given this opportunity to know these different types of application. It is not only limited to Windows, but we almost teach them different OS from Linux. That's including Android because Android is Linux and it is secure. almost 99%, 97%, 99% of our internet is Linux, so they need to know that. So that is why we teach here, as we can like different OS, not only one OS but 3 OS. Apple computers, which is Mac. We also have Microsoft, which is Windows, and Linux for our Android supercomputers, desktop, robotics like the Microbit. Microbit is actually Linux. I mean, Windows bought Microbit. Microbit is a little bit like a hybrid Linux Microsoft thing. But you will still use these background accessing the Linux program through the operating system of Windows. So if you are using the Python or the so-called Scratch, is actually a Linux program, and right now it's a hybrid Microsoft Windows, so that is why we also teach them. So anyway, we'll try to see and what we can find right here. Maybe I'll just gonna play this for a couple of weeks as we go on. Oh, now I discover this one. So we also have the different layouts right here. Wow, it's basically like Big Linux of Brazil, but only limited for only 4 layouts. In Big Linux, I think they have 6 or 8 layouts. So let's try this one. I think this is the, oh yeah, this is the version of GNU Linux. How about this one? Theme, interface, desktop. Okay, let's try to turn on the home. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, now I see, now I got it. Nice one. So how about this one? Oh, it's basically like Windows. It's basically like Windows. This one is a little bit like the it's sorts of genome thing. How about this one? Is old Windows. This one is also old Windows. This one is the new Windows 11. But a hybrid of Linux genome, because this one is the genome desktop environment thing. But the 3 dots in Windows, we could use the Windows logo. It's just a modified of this 3 by 3 dots. Let me see if I could change the appearance of this setting. The logo. Let me see if I could change this one. The taskbar logo. Logo, can I change the logo? No, I don't think so. But basically it's like Windows. That is why Windows 11 is a modified hybrid of Linux, because they actually the kernel of Windows is basically the hybrid of Unix, and Unix was copied and or cloned by Linux, and Apple at the same time is a modified version of Unix. So basically there's all Unix computers. It's just only the different type of layout and the different type of settings, like like this layout. As you can see, as I move this one, let's go to the appearance. Okay, this appearance actually, like this one. If I click this one, and then yeah, it's basically the same with Windows. It's just only different types of layouts. It's just basically the same. I'm gonna try this one for several weeks, you know. Maybe I could make another video out of this. Let's try to see the backgrounds, what kind of backgrounds they have right here in Zorin OS. So they're still downloading all those stuff right here. I'm using this one. So let's minimize so that you could see the background. Ah, okay, that's nice. How about this one? The Aurora. All right. How about this one? The Grand Canyon. This virtual art. Yeah, another virtual art, which is mountainous area. It is kind of cool, right? How about this one? Lighthouse. Virtual art. How about this one? Ah, cool. Oh, wow. Come to think of it, if you are using Linux, it is powerful. You can change whatever you want and do whatever you want without any payment or sort of spying thing for you. Well, if you are using Microsoft, you will notice that you have so many adverts on your desktop, even though you are not surfing the web. It's just only popping up in this particular area on the right lower side corner, because I am also a Windows user, so that's how I know they are trying to spy on you, getting a lot of information, especially when you are searching. Searching Bing. Searching Bing. That's a Microsoft search engine. All of your information and turn into marketing you, so that you will be advertised to their clients, and that's why you have their pop-ups on the lower area of your right side near the time and date. Let me see if I could check out some of this application, but I think I already covered all of those stuff. I have to play on this. Probably I gonna install this into another computer, which is my old HP computer. That's it for now for our Linux operating system, Zorin OS. They requested and I gave it a try, and let's try this for a couple of days. As you will see some of the videos that I will be using Zorin OS as my test bed for some of the application that I will be testing. That's it for now for our science of OS operating system, Zorin OS. I'm Blair, your science teacher right here in Sanabin School, Khon Kaen, Thailand. Bye for now and see you in the next episode. And remember that science means knowing, because science is cool. Ciao!